Hello, my lovelies. Striker V the Dragon Queen here, and today I'm here with an episode of Let's Play Mass Effect. The first one, starting off, I took a poll in my Discord recently to see what everybody would probably want out of a game. Turns out Mass Effect. Turns out everybody wants Mass Effect to really be played. So, I've come to deliver. We are going to start a new career.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested.
Don't worry, I am authorized
Establishing
personnel.
secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now, we are actually going to play a female character.
Please log in to access your profile.
Alright, Dana, that's me. Shepard. The Shepard can't be changed. Not that I'd want to anyways at this point.
Warning, data
Excuse me.
corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Alright, so this kind of does a really good job at painting a picture of your character, and it does actually create a few things that you can experience throughout the story. Some special missions and such. But, be a spacer. Both of your parents were in Alliance military. Childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. You were born and raised on Mindwar, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindwar, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted with the military a few years later. Or you were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolises covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gains by enlisting in the Alliance military when you turned 18. Let's go colonist.
Confirm psychological profile.
For the psychological profile, during your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. And you survived while all those around you fell. Now you are alone. You alone are all that's left to tell the tale. War hero, early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals even, and recognition from the Alliance fleet. Or ruthless, throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. I'm going to actually do Soul Survivor for this one.
Confirm military specialization.
And I love a lot of these abilities. And I have thought a lot about what to do. Because we get users that can... Or we get people that can use biotics. We get people that can use tech, you know? I'll be damned if I don't love this sniper rifle, to be honest with you. It's something about having power and tech at my hands. Typically, they use biotic abilities and advanced healing skills to defend allies. They can also disrupt opponents with biotic attacks. Vanguards are biotic warriors. They combine biotics and weapons to take down opponents that are especially deadly at short range. They specialize in pistols and shotguns and wear medium armor. I honestly love almost every class. Soldier's my least favorite. I'm sorry. I know it's like the most picked class, which is funny to me, because they're the only ones that can actually properly use assault rifles and heavy armor, and that's why they're the most picked class, which is fucking hilarious to me. That being said, engineer, adept, infiltrator, sentinel, or vanguard. I'm gonna do infiltrator just because of how much I love that sniper. Oh yes, this is the only other way to get assault rifles, but you can't get heavy armor this way. Not ammo. As for what I want, I'll almost always have people that have hacking and medicine, so I'm less concerned about that. More interested in the fact that I can get
Confirm facial identification.
Now, usually I would mess with the face. I kind of think Jane, Shepard, and the lady that they got to model for her. I forget her name. If I remember to later, please put it here. Me editing this. She's gorgeous. She's drop dead fucking gorgeous.
Profile reconstruction complete.
And so I am gonna keep her face. Also because I have a thing for redheads. And I say we take this straight. Well,
Confirm facial identification.
hold on. Well, I kind of wanted face of.
Confirm facial identification.
I wanted this face, but to change something. Great. I get the presets are nice. Not bad. Can I make someone's hair white? I can match my hair. No.
Confirm facial profile reconstruction complete. Identification confirmed.
Let's keep on veteran for now. I want to go too hot. Not have fun. Keep that off. Subtitles on. Autosave on. Squad power usage. Yes, let them use that shit. Legendary mode. I actually prefer it. And here we go. Oh, I'm excited to play this game with you all. I love this game so much.
Well, what about Shepard? She grew up in the colonies.
She knows how tough life can be out there. Her parents were killed when slavers attacked Mindwar.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
Spilled water on myself. In the year 2148, explorers on the Mars discovered the ancient remains. The remains of an ancient spacefarer civilization. In the decades followed, these mysteries artifacts revealed startling new technologies enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis of the incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called this the greatest discovery in human civilization. It was called the Mass Effect. That's the first thing I do is spill water. Right now, I'm so sorry. Okay. We're fine. We're fine.
Arcturus Prime relays
Okay.
in range.
I need to
Initiating
panic.
transmission sequence.
Commander?
Jenkins. Sorry about what's about to happen, TJ.
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. The board is green. Approach run has begun.
Alright.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, cool.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
Why is this game so quiet?
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
You always expect the worst.
Well, bad feelings are an occupational hazard. But we don't go anywhere unless there's a good reason, so... What are we doing here?
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
I love that voice.
You get that, Commander?
Great. You pissed the captain off, and now I'm gonna pay for it.
Don't blame me. The Captain's always in a bad mood.
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Alright, sorry about that. We are back now. So a little thing I'm going to do in these episodes is at the end of every episode when I would be signing off, we are going to spend some time reading the different codexes. And we are going to take the time to read the journal entries. Just because there's some fun information usually hidden in the journal entries. So for example, you can go here, go speak to Captain Anderson, we can just take like a look, basically. You are Lieutenant Commander Shepard, Executive Officer, the SSV Norm. Usually that's the part that's interesting, right? And then we always have codexes. But like I said, we will take the time to read these at the end, just so that people don't have to sit through it. But for those that want to, stick to the end of the episode, and I will be reading every single one of them. Honestly, whether we like it or not. All right, let's take a look around. Hello, everybody.
Just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
You good, Preston?
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
What do you mean?
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
Don't worry. I'll look into it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander. Something I can do for you, Commander?
I was curious about a few things.
You and me both. Like I said before, too many things don't add up on this mission.
I also want to know some more things about everything.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
I don't blame you, Presley. It's just so that'd be great.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, man. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a
Well, your eyelids did a weird thing where they clipped into each other. I didn't like it.
Shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
You don't trust Nihilus.
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
Nihilus is no ordinary Turian.
You've got that right, Commander.
God,
We're an
her
alliance
voice is
that's
just so
human
wonderful.
military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us.
Yeah, okay.
Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
I better head down and see the captain.
Yes, ma'am.
Have a good one.
Grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
How you two doing?
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real
Hi,
action
Chocolate.
usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Only a fool goes looking for a fight, Corporal.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected
I always
by
love
the other
the
species.
shift in
Their
conversation
fleet has more
in this game.
patrols protecting
Kind of funny to
Citadel
me.
space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I hope we get a chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilus took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself.
That's kind of cool, actually. Was it direct combat or indirect combat?
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds. Just like you on a cruise.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore the fact that you keep bringing up my trauma. Like it's a fun little party trick, but
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
I find it interesting, right? Because, like, when I first played this game, I kind of missed the idea. I missed, like, all the references that Eden Prime has been kind of a thing for a bit. Like, really a couple years at least, given the way Jenkins talks about it.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
If you've got something to say, just say it.
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Excuse me, sorry.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir?
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Are we expecting trouble?
I'm always expecting trouble.
There's more, Shepard. Nihilus isn't just here for the beacon. He's also here to evaluate you.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority.
Alright, I love his voice acting.
If they accept a human into their ranks,
perfect.
it shows how far
Love
the
it
Alliance has
so
come.
much.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I mean, yeah, I've been known to be quite amazing in my time. Just a little bit of spectacularness here and there, you know how it is.
Just tell me what I have to do.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
So, in case you don't know, I won't say too much, but assuming that, like, everything went according to plan, I'm so curious how the time between Shepard and Nihilus would have gone, actually.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
True, true.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Yeah, actually, he's not wrong.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Alright. And let's do this. Where do we... I'm ready to go.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong,
Damn, Joker.
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it
Motherfucker
up on
scared me. He was so loud.
Get down!
You seen this, Keith? Sorry, Anderson?
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Like the person that's like transmitting who's like, what are we looking at? Oh.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
I got you. From what I understand, though, the sheer size
Engaging
of
stealth
that,
systems.
like the sheer size of that ship is bigger than
Somebody was
any
doing
fleet
some serious digging here,
in
Captain.
the Alliance. Like,
your team's the muscle in this operation,
I'm
Commander.
saying?
Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Fully agree with that.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Ready and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
Hoorah.
We are approaching drop point 2.
You on the flip side, Cap? Jenkins, Alenko. I think we've got this.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
Let me make sure. There we go. Well, I could just do this.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
Sure. Oh, I love my exploration. Hello, upgrade kit. Yoink. Now let's go ahead and take a moment. Oh yeah, I've got those. Let's go ahead and take a moment to upgrade my friends here. You, honestly, I'm make sure I have first aid. It is so useful to make sure I have first aid leveled up. You know what? Oh yeah, let me level up Jenkins as well. Search of the ground team dropped into Eden Prime, an Alliance colony under attack. Primary goal is to find and secure the Protein beacon. Yeah. For the most part, it's gonna tell you what you already know. Right, but we already have stuff. Like a combat sensor, which is always good to have. You'll find all different stuff all over the place. Yeah, just don't play melee with my guns, but sure. Even his melee. Yeah.
Damn.
Alright. It's fine.
God. What happened here?
Well, so far from all we can see, a lot of destruction. Explosives mainly. They got Jenkins, guys.
Ripped right through his shields. Never had a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
We got this, Lenko. We will avenge our friend. By the way, these things are called gas bags. Here, you get the dialogue about it. What the fuck was that for, you stupid cat?
Buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
No. You're fine. Well, what we're doing, I guess. Damn, I love this thing. Oh, so wonderful having it, honestly. Always good to explore for stuff like this. I probably won't get everything that's on these maps. As I probably won't explore everywhere. I might get a few areas too, but I'll try to explore as much as possible, I promise. Good God. Yeah. Trust me, Ashley, I would be freaking the fuck out as well. Hey.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
Ah,
Gunnery
we got
Chief
your back.
Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, ma'am. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen
Excuse me,
outside the
sorry.
Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
Clearly
must
they
have come
don't
for
like
the
us.
beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile.
Funniest shit
Well,
ever
after
to
that,
me.
they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon
Right.
itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
This is true.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Alright, let's go.
Move out!
Why are we shouting? We were just having like a normal ass conversation. Could just say move out like a normal person. 14. Didn't mean to hit that one. Ashley. Let's rank up your soldier first, actually. It's pretty good to have, especially in pitches. Yeah, don't worry about that. Equipment. So, this is the main thing we're going to use. We're currently fighting synthetics. Let's go ahead and get that going for combat sensor. However, if at any point we do need to switch, I will get the chemical rounds equipped. And this is already an upgrade from what we currently have. Yay! Good start, everybody. When did I mark that? No one does. Oh wait, no, that wasn't me marking it. That was it telling me I could. Really? Oh, you poor bastards. Anti-armor. Yeah, my anti-armor rounds, my armor piercing round, whatever. I mean, huh?
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
And that's where we go.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Alright, Nihilus, I'll see you there. Let's see. I'm gonna focus on charm and not really, well, need some intimidate too. Sometimes intimidate's great. And honestly, yeah, I'll take my infiltrator. Like I said, first aid, want to make sure I have that. Kind of also want to have stuff like decryption, but would like a couple of others. You, probably gonna primarily have you using an assault rifle, so go ahead and just upgrade that. You're a combat expert, so for the most part, let's just make sure you're doing a lot of damage. Alright, let's go. Honestly, I'm not sure.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
That is, unfortunately, it's not the ambush we think it's going to be. Those things. Husks.
Oh god, they're still alive.
Indeed they are.
What did the Geth do to them?
You ever seen a zombie movie, Ashley? This is great. Some things have not changed, even though this is the legendary. Just kill these things. Oh, it's gonna look cool with a flick shot of predictive shooting. You gotta move out of the way. All right, let's go. What are you
It must take a
about?
few hours for the spikes to turn people into husks.
How do you know what they're called? You know what? Never mind. Ain't got time. Go ahead and explore. We can. Easy description. Okay. Wow.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry.
Wrong game.
Close the door before they come back.
What are you doing here?
I'm Dr. Warren. I was in charge of this excavation. We hid in the shed during the attack. They must have come for the beacon. Luckily, it wasn't here. It was moved to the spaceport earlier this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the Destroyers. Bringers of darkness. heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack. That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
No, he saw a Turian, just not my Turian.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
Exactly.
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of...
Oh, shit.
We have unearthed...
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
I didn't mean to repeat that. I bet.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
Sadly, we
I
should
gave
not
him an
dismiss
extra
him.
dose of his meds after the attack.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Alright. Technically, while perhaps mad, he is correct. Though, maybe not the end of humanity.
Saren.
Nihilus.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Damn. Such a cold, brutal moment. I
What is
love
that?
it.
Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Suddenly the game got really loud. Holy shit. It's the fucking ship. Oh, it's gone. I realized there's one left. Another one? Yeah, still hiding back there. Oi! You bastard, come out. Show yourself. What?
Commander.
I know it is. I wasn't trying to come over here yet. Mission I know of.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out. We're not armed.
Hey guys, how you all doing?
We took care of them.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When I saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Yeah, something tells me not really.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
And that's what it was actually doing. It was like a neural kind of disruption.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport, if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Pretty sure last I checked. I go in here. It's this, yep. You can also just, you know, get all this stuff that they weren't going to talk about.
Smells. I came here to get away from the stress of living on Earth.
We're just a small farming colony. Why did they attack us?
Literally the beacon. I'm so sorry, hon. You should not have been involved in this in the slightest. First of all, shush. Second of all, Clementine. Great. I can upgrade to a combat sensor in the Mark II, and I guess we'll keep in the armor for some rounds. I don't think we got any grenade upgrade yet. And then yeah, all that. Because actually, you can't wear heavy armor again. And the main weapon I have for you, you got shit for. So, okay, let's keep exploring then. Let's have to investigate Silas. As I, you know, walk right past his body to go loot my stuff.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
What are you doing sneaking around back there?
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
You're saying Nihilus was murdered by a Turian?
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform, probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Honestly, lucky for him.
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform, thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down.
We didn't see that fucking monstrosity too.
It was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. It doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch! We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Hand them over.
Just give me the grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line.
Thank you, good sir.
I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
We need to
That's
find that
why
beacon
I
before
always
it's too
upgrade
late.
those.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Thank you. Let's go ahead and first of all mark that. Second of all, some high explosives. Oh, okay. Hey, speaking of grenades. Worked like a charm, baby. Worked like a charm. Stuck in the railing. And start moving up. You two as well. Start moving up. Stop shooting for no reason. Would you knock it off? Ashley, fuck out of the way. You both are a little bit useless. Bye-bye. That's the last of them, luckily. Good lord. Alright, but sadly, we are actually going to leave it off there for right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to share your support. Hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button so you'll know when I upload the next episode of Let's Play Mass Effect. Thank you guys so much. And for those of you interested, we are going to read a bit of the Codex. Let's see. Look at all of these. Look at all of this information. We're actually going to start with the Alien Council.
1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
Here we go. I forgot that they have reading for some of these.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relays and the Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Kajay, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens.
Yes and no, as we later learn. But I always love this information about the Protheans. It leaves a lot in the unknown territory, which is very accurate for, obviously, us not knowing jack shit about the Protheans, just that they existed more than anything.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems.
I actually believe that in large groups, the Geth are supposed to be as smart as even the Solarians, but we rarely ever see that kind of intelligence or tactics from the Geth. But supposedly, they're supposed to be as powerful as all three of the Council races put together in large groups. So a full fleet of Geth is supposed to have the intelligence of all of them, with all the power to match.
After the Geth secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Eris were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious.
It's not a little fucked up, but obvious.
Spectres are agents from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, and answer only to the Citadel Council. They are elite military operatives, granted the authority to deal with threats to peace and stability in whatever way they deem necessary. They operate independently or in groups of 2 or 3. Some are empathetic peacekeepers, resolving disputes through diplomacy. Others are cold-blooded assassins, ruthlessly dispatching problem individuals. All get the job done one way or another, often operating outside the bounds of galactic law. The Spectres were founded after the Solarians joined the Council. For many years they operated in secrecy as backroom problem solvers. Only after the Krogan rebellions did their activities become publicized. Assignment of a Spectre is less contentious than a military deployment, but makes it clear that the Council is concerned about a situation.
I will say the Krogan Rebellion is such a shit show of a piece of history in this. Not saying it's a bad thing. I mean, like, what happened is just fucked.
Humanity's first contact with an alien race occurred in 2157. At that time, the Alliance allowed survey fleets to activate any dormant mass relays discovered, a practice considered dangerous and irresponsible by Council-aligned races. When a Turian patrol discovered a human fleet attempting to activate a relay, they attacked. One human vessel survived, retreating to the colony of Shanxi. The Turians followed, quickly defeating the local forces. Shanxi was occupied, the first and to date only human world to be conquered by an alien species. The Turians believed the handful of ships they defeated represented the bulk of human defenses, so they were unprepared when the Second Fleet, under Admiral Castany Drescher, launched a strong counteroffensive, evicting them from Shanxi. The Turians mobilized for full-scale war, drawing the attention of the rest of the galaxy. The Council quickly intervened, forcing a truce. Fortunately for humanity, the First Contact War was ended with a diplomatic solution.
Yeah, lucky for us, huh? Wait,
The Systems Alliance is
There
an
you go.
independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. The Alliance grew out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality. Sol's planets had been explored and exploited through piecemeal national efforts. The expense of colonizing entire new solar systems could not be met by any one country. With humans knowing that alien contact was inevitable, there was enough political will to jointly fund an international effort. Still, the Alliance was often disregarded by those on Earth until the First Contact War. While the national governments dithered and bickered over who should lead the effort to liberate Shanxi, the Alliance fleet struck decisively. Post-war public approval gave the Alliance the credibility to establish its own parliament and become the galactic face of humanity.
Yeah, unfortunately, as great as it is, it's not at its flaws. That's like every government system. Every system in general, actually.
The Terminus systems are located on the far side of the Attican Traverse, beyond the space administered by the Citadel Council or claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. It is populated by a loose affiliation of minor species, united only in their refusal to acknowledge the political authority of the Council or adhere to the Citadel Conventions. Their independence comes at a price. The Terminus is fraught with conflict. War among the various species is common, as governments and dictators constantly rise and fall. The region is a haven for illegal activities, particularly piracy and the slave trade. At least once a year, a fleet from the Terminus invades the nearby Attican Traverse. These attacks are typically small raids against poorly defended colonies. The Council rarely retaliates, as sending patrols into the Terminus systems could unify the disparate species against their common foe, triggering a long and costly war.
Basically, who cares if a few die? So long as we don't go to war.
Combat hard suits use a dual-layer system to protect the wearer. The inner layer consists of fabric armor with kinetic padding. Areas that don't need to be flexible, such as the chest or shins, are reinforced with sheets of lightweight ablative ceramic. The outer layer consists of automatically generated kinetic barriers. Objects traveling above a certain speed will trigger the barrier's reflex system and be deflected, provided there is enough energy left in the shield's power cell. Armored hard suits are sealable to protect the wearer from extremes of temperature and atmosphere. Standard equipment includes an onboard mini-frame and a communications, navigation, and sensing suite. The mini-frame is designed to accept and display data from a weapon's smart targeting system to make it easier to locate and eliminate enemies.
In other words, really cool, really powerful, and both useful and useless at the same time. I make fun of it because it's one of those things. The armor adapts and becomes super powerful and strong, and then, you know, everything else adapts with it. So it just kind of looks cool now. More than anything, the important thing is that it looks cool.
Kinetic
very useful,
barriers, more commonly called shields, provide protection against most mass accelerator weapons. Whether on a starship or a soldier's suit of armor, the basic principle remains the same. Kinetic barriers are repulsive mass effect fields, projected from tiny emitters. These shields safely deflect small objects traveling at rapid velocities. This affords protection from bullets and other dangerous projectiles, but still allows the user to sit down without knocking away their chair. The shielding afforded by kinetic barriers does not protect against extremes of temperature, toxins, or radiation.
That's what the modifications for the armor are for. And we don't have any other. We don't have any other secondary code. Oh no, we do. I don't think. I mean, we already know about this. When you were 16, the colony was raided by slavers. Yep, you enlisted, volunteering to go to a cruise, a colony that had mysteriously dropped out of contact. As soon as you arrived on the surface, your patrol was attacked by thresher moths, mindless abominations of teeth and tentacles that rose up from beneath the earth. Now, this is interesting. This is the stuff that you don't get told. You learn about it in the game, but like it's fun to read about it, you know? Couldn't drown out the shrieks of your fellow soldiers as they were dragged down to their gruesome death. 50 Marines died on a cruise. You were the only one to make it back to the landing zone alive. Monument on the planet commemorates the massacre, a grim reminder that humanity must pay as they spread throughout the stars. Timeline. So this is like basically what led up to the events. Armstrong Outpost at Shackleton Crater became the first human settlement on Luna, the moon. Formally founded on July 24th, the 100th anniversary of the first lunar landing. 2103 Lowell City in Eos Chasma became the first human settlement on Mars. Eldfell Ashland Energy Corporation demonstrates helium-3 fuel extraction from the atmosphere of Saturn. Construction of the Gagarin station, Jump Zero, begins beyond the orbit of Pluto. Prospectors discover the protein ruins at Amethiplanum on Mars. Translation of protein data leads humans to the Charon mass relay. Systems Alliance founded to coordinate exploration and colonization of extrasolar worlds. A shipping accident at Singapore International Spaceport exposes downwind communities to continued of dust form element 0. Alliance begins construction of Arcturus Station. And roughly 30% of the children born in Singapore after element 0 exposure suffer from cancerous growths. Systems Alliance begins settlement of Earth's first extrasolar colony world, planet Demeter. Commander Shepard was born on 2154, by the way, in case you want to know how old he is. System Alliance occupies completed portions of Arcturus Station as a headquarters. Some children of Singapore exhibit minor telekinetic abilities. Marines encounter human explorers, first contact war, occupation and liberation of the human colony Shanxi. Humans learn potential of biotics. Excuse me. An international effort to track element zero exposures begins. Roughly 10% of exposed children show some level of biotic ability. Systems Alliance Parliament formed. Humans establish embassy on Citadel. Batarian slavers attack the Alliance colony of Mindwar. Skillian Blitz, pirates and slavers attacked Elysium, the human capital in the Skylian Verge. Pressure mods devour the Alliance colony on Akuz. In retaliation for the Skillian Blitz, an Alliance fleet wiped out an army of slavers on the moon of Torfin. Current date 2183. So yeah. And that is where we are going to leave off the reading for today. So, look forward to seeing you all again next time, and do take care, my love. Mwah.